FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, just made a statement that has really exploded the internet. I mean, I don't know, I've never heard that the FIFA was a product that a lot of people were selling, or it's owned by just one person. And so what this man really said after this World Cup, I know we know that yes, his tenure is about to end. Yes, and so definitely he has to get a lot of assets. He needs to lay his hand on a lot of a huge amount of money, maybe before he leaves. That is if he will leave. And so he wants to set something before leaving. But even aside that, we know that he has a large amount of people, the high probability of voters from Africa that vote for this man. And already after the World Cup, they have already given him their word that they are already behind him, solidly behind him. So which means they have already voted for him, because definitely he's still very young, based on the experience he has in this managing, and also they're already standing behind him, which means that they already want him to still be the president of the FIFA. And so that is even aside. Now the statement he made that really caught a lot of people's attention, and that is really getting a lot of people nervous and also confused, is that he wants to make people stakeholders and also sell shares of the FIFA shares in FIFA. Now, is FIFA a product? We know that we have products that you can easily purchase, but I've never heard that FIFA has once been a product. And this is where the man is really getting it wrong. The FIFA has been there before you became a president. So making that statement that he wants to make people stakeholders, so it's if that they have already made some kind of decisions before because he's very bold to make that statement. I mean, you're a president, fine. You can say what you think and whatsoever. But you are not the only one who is managing it. Yes, because you are in collaboration with the FIFA, yes, and the rest of those companies. So you making that statement, it's kind of weird. Making it known that you want to make it, you want to make a lot of people, you want to sell shares of the, it's totally wrong. And we can see what a lot of people had to say about this, because yes, it really caught their attention and they were really nervous about it. For example, the European Commissioner of Sports said enough is enough. The relentless commercialization of football has become corrosive. Yes, these people have been laundering money. You see, once you are a criminal, you are always a criminal. Once you are a thief, you will always be a thief. It is not because the person won't make it known to you. This World Cup that they just finished playing, this World Cup, the recent World Cup, was one of the biggest ever, if not for the biggest, because the amount of money they made from that World Cup, the tickets they sold, there is no way you can tell or say that they didn't make money from it. And so the amount of money they are making from that tournament, the FIFA World Cup, which is the biggest tournament or competition ever, you can't say anything otherwise. So this is one fact that I think that they want to make it cooperative in a way that maybe they can have some shares in it and the percentages. So this man has plans. This man has plans, an agenda, and all those things. We can also see what the UEFA had to say about it. They said this crosses a line that football governing institutions should never cross. The soul and governance of football are not assets to trade. You can trade them, especially when zero transparency as who gains financially. None of us are the owners of football. It is not for FIFAs to sell. So you can easily say, from this, by saying this already, you can see that FIFA already are not in support of it. Yes, UEFA already are not in support of it. Also, the commissioner of the European football is the sport is not in support of it. Look at what the Prime Minister of UK said. He said the World Cup is not a product. It was never anyone's to sell. Yes. So there's no way it doesn't really make sense. This was exactly what Blatter was trying to do, the former president of the FIFA was doing, and later we finally found out that he was laundering money and all sorts of corruptions. So they need to boycott it, and honestly, no one should accept what this man is trying to say. none of the confederation, football confederation, has to accept this. Because once you accept this, I don't know what will be the next thing. Yes, definitely. Football is becoming something else. They are ruining football. They are making it just a form of business and not taking consideration of the sport itself and for the viewers. So for that reason, it's very serious, and they have to boycott